kind of going what you were getting ready to ask on the event side, I try to work off of percentages.
Okay.
Right. Because if I said, oh, we're just going to do a blanket XK, you know, is going to be in our budget.
Yeah.
Like that really doesn't go over well. It's really a matter of what's our overall percentage that we can run with. That's going to be, you know, a good 10 to 20% or 10 to probably in the realm of like, yeah, around 10% of overall gross profit that I'm going to then reallocate toward, you know, our overall marketing as it pertains to media.
Yeah.
Right. And that at least let that be a baseline. And if we need to invest more for certain years, because
additional initiatives, trips to the Dominican Republic, whatever, like stuff comes up.
Stuff, right?
Yep.
Then we invest more. But at least let that be. Now I have a gauge of here's my projection, right? So event will have a projection. Here's what we're projecting. So we projected 1,000 athletes for a qualifier. We just hit it literally on the freaking head.
Chris, did you register? Is that what it was? You pushed it over?
You pushed it.
No, I didn't register.
I think we had one register, like it was crazy, but it was like
A lot of people wanted me to do the lift.
Adam was like sitting there like refreshing. Come on, 1,000. We're almost there.
I kept joking at the gym. I was like, I'm just going to register, do the lift, and that's it.
We can do it right after this.
cold turkey.
Come on.
Cold turkey.
Come on.
I could not do it right now.
I guess your numbers
Not
right
after
now.
being sick.
So you have registrations feed in.
So you have, what I'm saying is that you have projections, right? Projections of, but I mean, that number could be like half of that, right? Like, I don't know. But all to be said, like what factors into that number is how much we market, how much we post social, like how much we push, like all those things have a huge effect on, and I'm not even talking about like, and then it's like guerrilla marketing, like going to gyms and going, you know, so there's all kinds of stuff that happens to be able to push those numbers, building a relationship with the community, like investing in the community, all those things, right? So you have projection numbers and then you have reality, right? So then all of a sudden it's like your qualifier numbers come in and that's what you got. And then it's like, and now we're at a you know, currently right now, I don't know when this will be published, but currently right now as it's, you know, July 9th, we're going through our evaluation of videos. So then we'll you know, send out invites after this. And then those people will register. And that will give us our full number of registration, you know, for our budget. So it's like, so we have a projection that's a little bit further out. And then we have reality, which is like, what we got 5 months out, 4 months out, something like that.
Yeah.
And that's really where it's like, okay, now we can dial in on what we know what our gross revenue is going to be.
Yeah.
And now we can allocate percentages to everything else of what we're going to spend.
So us as creatives, our marketing budget is established through registrations, and then like do sponsorships play a factor?
Yeah.
Is there anything else that like plays a factor? Just because when I want people
so we're
to
different. Sorry, we're different than other competitions. Like, you know, people. For me, sponsorships is a huge part of what we do. Again, partnerships, and for me also, it's like the local brands. I really like it's family. Like I want this to be a partnership that we do together. We grow this together.
Well,
and so,
I mean, how many people have come back year after year at this point?
It's
right?
been awesome.
I see the same faces every year.
Right.
So yeah.
And a big part of that is what we bring. Like, and you've been a huge part of that is like what we bring as value to those sponsorships. So assets that we provide sponsors.
Yep.
So our stage sponsors, elite sponsors, all the way through.
Yep.
Even our vendors get something, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And so we try as best we can to position our team to be able to fulfill all of those. So yes, sponsorship plays a factor in that. Obviously more sponsorship, then we have more deliverables throughout the weekend, which means you have to have a bigger team.
Right.
You know, all of that comes into play. So that's where it's a sliding scale and percentages matter. So when our gross rev goes up, then the percentage of media goes up,
right?
And I can allocate more to that, and we can have a conversation of what's our like scraping by, and like we'll barely make it, and everybody's going to be like, you know, eating ramen and sleeping 2 hours, and hating life.
I did have
like
a lot
that.
of protein bars last year.
Yeah.
What did I tell Parker before he left? Just give me a place to lie my head in some water, and I'll take pictures.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
But it's important.
yeah.
It's important to It's important for
we take
creatives
care-
to
we take care
understand.
of
Yeah, no, yeah. Let's clarify.
Sorry.
We actually
They bring
provide-
in lunch. They bring in dinner. There's
We provide
breakfast
a
there
lot.
as well. There's a bunch of protein bars and things
we
like.
may-
There's
yeah.
a lot of
Yeah,
like.
we provide a lot.
I'm fine. Jeez,
Massage chairs.
I realized
Yes.
that. I realized that as I was saying that, I'm like, that sounds kind of bad. So I'm glad we were able to collect that. No, but it's important for creatives to understand everything that goes into it as far as the financial aspect of things so that they can adjust on their end as well, right? So if you're going to a smaller competition, doesn't have the revenue coming in, like you need to understand that, you know, the workload's going to change too. But the workload's going to be significantly less if you're at a smaller competition, that kind of thing.